Hey everybody, Colin here, Salted Streets. Welcome to a very special edition of Beer Time with Big Bird. What you are about to witness is a very kind of impromptu beer show that I did today, and I'm just going to go ahead and just lay it all out there. We had some audio issues in this episode, particularly in the back half. I decided to take a trip on a ferry today and have a beer on a ferry because I just happened to be in that spot doing that thing. So I figured we'd try to make a beer show out of it, and would say the environment was not the greatest for audio. So please, please, please give me some grace on the back end of this thing. It gets a little rough. The wind was kicking. And of course, ferries, ships in general tend to be very loud, even if you don't know they're loud when you're on them. So without any further ado, welcome to the very special edition of Beer Time with Big Bird, Beer on a Ferry. Enjoy.
I've got an idea. Let's take a trip. Hey, everybody. This is Colin here from Salted Streets, and unfortunately, I'm not coming at you from our standard Salted Streets studio. Today, I am actually in my wife's car after dropping her off at the airport, and I am currently waiting in line at the ferry to get on the boat so that I can make my way back to said studio and, cut up all these little videos that I'm going to make here and turn them into today's beer show. So what you are about to witness is not our standard run-of-the-mill beer show, Beer Time with Big Bird. This is going to be something a little different. If you're not familiar with the way the Washington State Ferry system works, or don't understand how this crazy business with ferries works, what we're talking about here is a big-ass boat that hauls a bunch of cars and passengers across the Puget Sound back and forth between, say, for example, cities like Seattle and places like Bainbridge Island. And it's a big deal for commuters. You know, it's how people get to and from. And in my case, I saw the traffic on the way over to the airport and noticed it was at a damn near standstill all the way up to the airport. And I decided I didn't want to hang out in that. So now I am sitting here waiting in line for a multiple number of boats probably at this point so that I can get on my own boat and get back to the studio and give this video to you fine folks. So what we're going to do today, on the ferry, there is a galley, and these galleys during specific times serve food and beverages, including some relatively local beers. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little visit up to the galley here as soon as I can and grab a beer, and that beer will be the beer of today's beer show. So other than that, there's going to be a lot of kind of B footage that you guys are going to get to kind of see what it's like to ride said ferries here in Washington State. So yeah, let's leave it here, and we'll see you once we get up to the galley. Thank you. Lane 2. That's what we do. Oh, and that means we're getting on the next boat. Which, isn't the end of the world. Better than the boat after that. That's right. We got ourselves a icy, cold beer of some kind of generalized local variety waiting for us on the other side. So we'll take that, and we'll see you. We'll just take that. In the meantime, we're gonna sit here and wait for this ferry. I'm supposed to get on the next one, which is due in about half hour. Then they have to unload, and then we have to start loading, and so on and so forth. So I'm guessing probably be moving within an hour, but we'll see. We'll see how things goes. But in the meantime, I have a totally different type of beer wasn't holding the camera and the bottle, I would put up scarecrows because it's not beer. And it's not even brewed anymore. It's just made with high fructose corn syrup crap. But hey, let's have ourselves a root beer in the meantime. The sun's out, clear skies. This means it's pretty toasty outside. And so I'm just sitting in the car, listening to this month's book club book on Audible, 1776. If you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because it's a fantastic book so far. The great and powerful David McCullough, and his prose is just captivating. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here waiting. AC's going, drinking some root beer, thinking about that sweet regular beer. We'll get there, one step at a time. And we are officially rolling. As soon as we take off the e-brake. Train tracks up in here. We finally made it. We're on the boat now. This is good. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. So before we head up to the galley and grab ourselves a bevy for the show, let's go take a look and see what this ferry has on offer today. Alright, we've got ourselves a nice local IPA from Reuben's Brewing in Seattle. Just as it should be. And of course, to accompany it, a proper pretzel with cheese sauce, which is a new addition to the galley since last I've been on the boat. But I can tell you right now, it does not suck. Well, I am definitely not alone on this boat right now. There's lots of people. And so, I don't want to sit here looking like a crazy person talking into my phone for too much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and keep enjoying this Reuben. Which is just fire with the pretzel, I might add. And then we'll go take we'll take a look at the rest of the boat and see what else it has to show you. Okay, so that beer was great, I'm not gonna lie. Nice IPA, never really hurts anybody, especially when combined with that fantastic pretzel with cheese, which I just gotta say is just a fantastic addition to the galley's menu. But let's go ahead and take a look. Just walked back to the aft boat. Gorgeous day. Actually, I think if we zoom in there, you can actually see the other ferry boat docked back where this bad boy picked me up. Let's go take a walk. Take a walk around. It's very nice. Tomorrow, crabbing season opens. I'm just gonna go right up in there, call Area 9, do some crabbing, bring back some dungeons, hopefully. It's just a really nice day today. It's not too hot, which is nice. The sun's out. A lot of people out on the water. This guy over here, sailboat, heading right in our direction. Oh, evasive maneuvers. Sailboats are notorious for this. I'm glad we caught this.
Sailboats generally tend to think they always have the right of way when it comes to being on the water. This is not the case. And so old Cappy Cap up topside in the pilot house over there gives them at least 5 short blasts and tells them, get the out of my way because you're being an idiot right now. Good job, sailboat. Good job. Clap, clap, clap. Just add on to the pile. It's fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get to swat them down like they probably deserved. But yeah, getting ready to pull into our home port up here as we turn back around after evasive maneuver. Guys, you just gotta love sailboats, man. It's like if you're a fisher, you would probably understand the difference between, say, like a rod and reel type person versus like a fly fisher person. There's a level of what's the right word I want to use? Superiority that a lot of sailboats sailors think they have, and unfortunately, they don't understand the rules of the road, as it were. What do they call that? I don't remember the nautical word for it, but it's the almost lost the phone overboard. Anyways, it's been good. We had a good beer today. It was a nice IPA, nice and strong, real bitter. Worked really well with that pretzel and cheese we had. But looks like we're getting ready to pull back into port, so I'm gonna go ahead and head down back to the car and start getting geared up to get back to the studio so I can throw this video together for everybody. I should probably say thank you for joining me today on this very special edition of Beer Time with Big Bird. It's been great. Make sure, if you're at all interested in anything that we do here on Salt the Streets, it includes news, politics, culture, society, everything going on between beer shows, the book club. We got all manner of stuff going on. Be sure to give us a like, a comment down there, get involved in the comments down below. Make sure you're following us, turn notifications on, the whole 9 yards. You can follow me personally on all my social medias. I'm at Big Bird Offie on all of them. My brother-in-arms co-host at Salt the Streets is at alpaca_Donovan on Instagram and at Salt to the Street, singular, on Twitter. You can find everything we do on saltthestreets.com and Salt to the Street on pretty much any other social media platform. So, thank you guys once again for joining me. This has been Beer Time with Big Bird, special edition, special ferry edition, we'll call it that. How about that? And we will see you guys next week.
Welcome to the salt of the streets, coming at you every week with this food for thought. Hope you ready to eat.